today. 16th in the Turnbull, 14th in the Caulfield Cup, 5th in the Bendigo Cup. Was obviously just waiting for the 2 miles, and it hit the line harder than any.
Sheila Laxton, she's an incredible woman, a very good horseperson, horsemanship skills out of the sight. And I like that she gave credit to the training complex and getting this horse ready and peaking on the day. Warp speed was incredible. It wasn't really that fancy. Obviously did relish the conditions here better. The Japanese horses, be interesting to see if they keep trying to come back and win our cup again. It's nice to see them flashing home. And Jamie Carr, she's now in third place. She ran second in the Melbourne Cup a few years ago, and now she's run third place in the Melbourne Cup. So yeah, she's around the mark again.
The numbers 11, 4, 12 and 14 finished fourth. Knight's Choice has won the 2024 Melbourne Cup. Number 4, Warp Speed, after a battling 13th in the Caulfield Cup, has saved his best and has only pipped at the post, almost becoming the second Japanese winner behind Delta Blues. But finishing second and third to number 12, Akita Sushi for Kieran Maher and Jamie Carr. Zardozi off the Saturday freshener, Claire, has finished fourth for James Cummings and the UK-based Andrea Atzeni.
Still an excellent result for Zardozi and James Cummings. To finish fourth in the Melbourne Cup is also going to help that mare's credentials going forward for the breeding as well.
It'll always take a while and replays and so forth to sift through the race. Quentin Hull and Claire Lindop with your ABC Sports coverage of the 2024 Melbourne Cup. What else did you pick up in the race that we haven't spoken about as yet? If you've got any of the main contenders, One Smooth Operator, Vauban, Buckaroo, what did you see during the race?
Well, Land Legend was over racing early. I thought initially that they weren't going that fast, but then we see Just Fine did finish down the end of the field. The pace was probably pretty genuine, which did allow those back markers to finish off. I probably have a bit hard for me. We haven't watched the replay to go through all the results of exactly where we thought they might get to.
Well, we're getting a look at them now, and actually just seeing that Knight's Choice settled in the back portion of the field, and as expected, the Waterhouse bot trained Just Fine did set up the pace and
the overhead shot shows Robbie Dolan really weaving through the field, and when you have horses like Buckaroo having to pull 4, 5, 6 wide on the turn to make their runs, getting that inside run through probably shades of some Ivy Diva when Boss got through on the inside to win, as opposed to being out and going.
Buckaroo got to the front too early, and
the Melbourne Cup in class. I think they should have been allowed. I'm keen to know whether or not the teachers permitted it. 133 693 up and going. A Tuesday edition of Drive on 3AW.
3AW traffic for Vantage Bloomdale. Luxury resort-style living for over 50s.
Good afternoon, it's Caroline Ferguson from Transport Victoria. There's a breakdown on the M80 Ring Road Altona bound. Getting onto the Tullamarine Freeway to drive towards the city, the left lane's been closed off. 2 lanes are open with the speed set at 40. In Collingwood, traffic lights are on flash due to a fault at the intersection of Johnson and Smith Street. As you head through the intersection, do the same rules as the stop or give way sign. And don't forget the inbound exit of the Westgate Freeway to Williamstown Road closed until Sunday the 17th. The Westgate Tunnel project works.
Luxury resort-style living for over 50s in serene Diggers Rest is now selling. Visit vantagebloomdale.com.au. Bring more to life at Vantage Bloomdale.
Did you know that respiratory syncytial virus, or RSV, is not just a childhood illness? Adults can catch it too throughout their lives. Similar to other respiratory infections, a cough or sneeze can easily spread RSV. Though often mild, RSV infection can be serious. Older adults may experience severe complications compared with younger adults. For more information about RSV, talk to your healthcare professional. Sponsored by GlaxoSmithKline Australia Proprietary Limited, Melbourne.
Introducing Officeworks for Business. Sign up for a business account to save 5% on hundreds of essentials plus free standard metro delivery over $65. With over 170 stores, we're there when you need us. Search Officeworks for Business. Exclusions apply. Step Step into the electrifying world of stallion and broodmare ownership. My Racehorse presents the Hitotsu Stallion Package.
A derby with a
Own a stake in 3-time Group 1 winner Hitotsu, plus 5 broodmares and their progeny for just $165. Be part of the Hitotsu legacy. Enjoy years of excitement, anticipation and entertainment. Own today at myracehorse.com.
Refer to the relevant PDS before investing. TNCs at myracehorse.com.
Great things are happening every minute on NBN.
At 6:01 a.m., you're on a video call for your cybersecurity startup with people on the other side of the country.
At 12:37 p.m., you're on a live lecture learning about smart farming for your agricultural degree.
At 8:48 p.m., you're battling zombies online with people in Spain, Mexico and Canada.
What great thing will you do next with NBN?
This is David Mann About Town. As we get older, it's vital we keep eating well to age well. That's why I've been enjoying Light and Easy. Light and Easy is excellent. There's so much variety. It tastes amazing and it's affordable. Light and Easy even have a range of delicious meals developed specifically for older people called My Choice. Plus, if you're on a home care package, your funding could save you 70% off the cost. Try Light and Easy for yourself. Delicious, healthy meals delivered to your door. Call 13 15 12 or visit lightandeasy.com.au.
When raw, dried tobacco leaves are lit, over 200 poisonous chemicals are released. Inhaling this smoke would be extremely harsh and painful. Smoking is only bearable because tobacco companies con you by mixing in masking agents and manipulating the filter to hide the burning feeling. But no matter what you smoke, you're inhaling the same toxic poisons. This is the con that kills. You can learn more at thecon-that-kills.org.au.
I'm Peter Fitzsimons. My new book is about Albert Jacka, first Australian soldier to be awarded the Victoria Cross in the Great War. From a shy young lad to an extraordinary soldier who served in Gallipoli in France, this is an unforgettable story. The legend of Albert Jacka is out now.
You're listening to Drive on Melbourne's 3AW. Buy a pair of silly socks or a reversible bucket hat to help support McHappy Day.
Good to have your company on this Tuesday afternoon. 3AW Drive broadcasting live from Melbourne Cup today. It's all bit thanks to Tyre Power and their holiday getaway sale now on buy 3 get 1 free on Fulton Wild Peak all-terrain tyres. Well, I think it's fair to say the state of our roads is something that is consistently at the top of the list of grievances for Victorians, and rightly so. Too often we see accidents as a result of potholes and cracks in the road surface, and the consequences can be fatal. 133 693 from driving around our state across this long weekend. Let's admit a lot of people took yesterday off. Are some of our regional roads now at a critical juncture? Visiting regional Victoria a couple of weeks back in the state's west, I was stunned by the number of roads where the speed limit is 100, yet the condition of the road meant I could only safely sit on 70. Potholes, cracks in the road, you're constantly looking out for what's coming up next as a hindrance on the road surface. That is not safe. Now, there's reports today that some of the revenue from the sale of the old Vic Roads building in Kew will be put toward repairing our ailing regional roads. We'd like to hear from you, 133 693. Do you think that is a good idea? I would suggest it is absolutely a good idea, but it can't be the only means by which we repair the roads in this state. As I say, too many of the roads are at a critical juncture, and the danger for regional residents is real every single day. You're in regional Victoria. You travel in regional Victoria. Let me know what it's like out there. 133 693. Where are the worst roads in the state? And has the deadline for our roads to be fixed actually already passed? 133 693. Jeff Willem is CEO of the Victorian Automotive Chamber of Commerce. Jeff, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Is the $100 million from the sale of the Vic Roads building in Kew going to be enough to fix Victoria's ailing roads?
No, it's not, because I also drive in regional Victoria a fair bit, and I think $100 million is a drop in the ocean. Look, the challenge we've got here is that we shouldn't be relying in Victoria on the sale of state assets to fix roads. I mean, either we have a proper roads maintenance program that sees regional, remote, metropolitan roads fixed properly. We can't keep selling a piece of the furniture off to do this job. And look, even if the state government made a commitment that the whole $100 million would go towards road repair, that really is a drop in the ocean.
Do you think this is a way of the state government trying to get around the fact that they haven't put funding into repairing the roads, and they can go, oh, well, look at this, $100 million, this will look good to the constituents in regional Victoria to say, finally, we're doing something?
Well, it is. I mean, I don't think the government have even made any strong commitments. I think there's been some hints made here and there. I mean, as we all know, the government's focused on a couple of major projects and a lot of resources have gone into them. So, for my view, they need to commit audit. And look, I drove up to Mansfield 2 weekends ago. Yep, there's been some repairs made on that road up there, but, I just spend my whole trip looking for potholes, because some of them, they're the size of dustbin lids, and if you go in one, you're going to snap the front end off your car, and it's going to be very expensive to repair it.
And it's not just going to be expensive, Jeff. I mean, there is a real risk here for driver and passenger safety. Now, when I was driving out west, it was actually only toward Dalesford recently, but driving on the country roads, it's one lane each way. I think it's signalled at around 90 or 100. I'm sitting on 70, maybe even 60 in many parts, simply because if I was to go any faster, I wouldn't see the pothole creeping up on me, and we're going to end up in a very, very bad way, and especially somewhere like that where it is so heavy with tourist traffic just driving out of Melbourne for the day. Most people, like myself, wouldn't know that road is in such bad condition.
Well, I think people are taking a punt on do I weave, do I slow down? What is really, really dangerous, though, is if it's raining, you can't see them. So if it's raining and the potholes are full of rain, you actually don't even know where they are. So, and obviously, there's signs, certainly in some of the regional areas, like you slow down to 40, road hazard. Some of those signs have been there for about 18 months. I mean, you can't just keep putting signs up saying there's a road hazard. At some point, the state government have got to get on and fix them.
Jeff, and 133 I want to hear from people in regional Victoria, those of you who use regional roads in particular, which have been impacted in recent years when it comes to not being upgraded. Jeff, why do you think it is that the government hasn't prioritised road maintenance? As you say, there's billions and billions of dollars going into other projects. But surely if you're going to invest in other projects, you have to maintain the assets you already have.
Well, you would think so, and I don't know why. I mean, even if you took an election sort of view on this, a lot of people drive on the roads. If the roads are unsafe and the government aren't going to fix them, then I would have thought that would be bad for anybody that wants to get back into government. It doesn't matter what side of government you're on. I don't know. It's not good enough. It's not. I live in Eltham, and when I drive out of Eltham, I know this is focused on regional. I've got some real challenges out there. I've got people weaving out of Eltham like it's some sort of regatta.